Well, good morning, everybody. As you can see, I have a massive operation going on here. Got the RV antifreeze all on the ground right here, cleaning out the bus. I was smart enough to leave the keys back in Indiana, so I just had to go through the window there. Also, my hose has a hole in it now. But basically, I'm just using my water containers, my old water containers, to get the water out of the bathroom sink, and then the kitchen will just drain on the ground right here. So I'll show you how I have this all set up. The Battleborn batteries are doing a pretty good job powering the water pump. Also, the sink broke. We're back in Indiana, froze one night. It actually broke off right there, so I'm gonna have to get a new sink. It also broke off the wand. Always something, but right now it still brings water, and I just put some paper towels behind there. Still a little bit of pink in there. .100 amp hours of lithium powering a water pump. I don't think I've ever heard it go so hard as it is right now. I've been hard at work, making some progress. Water, it's clear. 100% clear. All the antifreeze is out. As you can see, I do have a leak. Paper towel's doing fine. This will be here for a while still. I have to figure out ways to get shipments to me. Just do UPS stores possibly, friends' places. We'll get it sorted out. That's leaking, but the good news is water's going clear right now. Tanks are being filled. I was able just to disconnect from the back of this because I left the keys back in Indiana and just essentially hooked up the hose directly to the inlet line. Tanks are filling up. I still have the sea level. I need to finish getting that wired up. But once I get that sea level, I'll be able to press a button and see how much I have. But see if I can brighten this up for you, so you can actually see where the water level's at. 2 100-gallon tanks. Have 200 gallons of fresh water once they're full. Waiting on Billy to get back from one of his jobs. The guy is so incredibly busy that he can barely keep up, which is a great thing. I mean, that's the way he was in Arizona, even doing work with friends. He just had so many people wanting him to do some work for him. Couldn't keep up, and he's hired a couple of employees here and still can't keep up. But one thing I wanted to show you, which is really cool, is the new badges. These are going to go on the sides of the bus as well as the front. And those old school viewers, this will look very familiar because I had 2 Zeppelin plates built into the roof rack of the first rig. Went ahead and put in some rivet holes so I can just rivet directly to the side of the bus, and then whenever it does get painted, I'll be able to take this off and then put it on. I don't know if I'm going to leave it like this and let it rust over, being that the bus kind of has a Mad Max look to it right now, and possibly just go through and let this rust through a little bit. Then once I do paint the bus, go through, sand it down, and then paint it. But I'm thinking about painting the bus white with mountains. That's why the mountains are on there, to kind of fit whatever happens with the bus. But if it does get painted white, I'll probably sand it all down and powder coat it black or something. I think that'd look really cool on the side, but we shall see. This amazing machine. Apparently with the first one, he didn't get the temperature hot enough, and that's why I didn't go through this. It's supposed to be cut out, but didn't cut all the way through. We're gonna make 3 more of them tonight because I'm gonna do a giveaway. I don't know how I'm gonna do the contest, but it'll be something along the lines, whenever I get out boondocking, like actually to stay out for a long time, the day, hour, minute, second, whoever gets closest to how much time I was actually able to stay out there without having to come back into town will win one of these plates. I think. We'll see. But just plugging away. I'm gonna get back in there, keep an eye on the water tanks. This is the first time that they've been filled up, and also it did freeze, so I need to make sure that there was no cracking or nothing terrible happened. Yeah, do you need it? Yeah, you can go ahead and turn it off and unplug it. Sure. Absolutely. So I need to make sure that there was no really bad stuff that happened when it froze. So, now that I have water running, it's not good enough for me that the water is clear. I'm actually going to be using a water filtration system. In Colorado, when I was working with Jim and Debbie, I got a 1 gallon Berkey. Now I have this. Oops. Things are not safe in this rig. You get them installed. What I ended up getting was a bigger one, because I drink a lot of water. Got the 3.5 gallon Berkey. This also comes with fluoride filtration as well as the main filtration. Essentially with this I can get water from lakes, rivers, a plastic RV tank, and it'll filter 99% of everything in there. Pure, clean drinking water. They were doing a special on Amazon. They were doing a special for Black Friday, so I went ahead and picked up some of their gear at a discounted price. I think this was about $100 off. You know, if I am out in places that, by lakes, by rivers, for my drinking water, I can literally go down, fill this thing up, have drinking water. That'll obviously keep a lot of water in my fresh tanks. I hold a lot of water. And then, just like the 1.5 gallons, whenever we're driving, I'll just put it down here in the sink. So, first step is cleaning everything, then priming the filters, putting on the spout. We're ready to filter. So with the filters, you have this stopper button. Essentially, you just push it up to your sink. I'm hoping this will, it actually might work perfect, being that this broke. But you essentially force water into it gently until it beads down here. From what I understand, the instructions, that clears out the micro air bubbles in the filter and primes it to be ready to do its first couple gallons of water. You flush that out and then it's ready to go. So we'll see how this goes. Come on, baby. It's getting most of it. There's just some at the very bottom. There we go. Okay. There we go. Then with the fluoride and arsenic filtration, do the same thing. Okay, got a little squirty there, but if I understand this correctly, the black filters go on over top. So you have the top filtration system with the fluoride and arsenic behind it. It said 8 turns, 7. Got tight right there. And that hangs down in there. You repeat that for the second filter set. Fill it up once, let the filters clean themselves. You're ready to fill. Last step. Lid. I now have filtered water. If anybody's interested in these, I am an affiliate for Berkey. I paid Black Friday prices for mine, but if you're interested, there'll be a link down below. Be a link somewhere in the description for y'all to check that out. So we're getting back to work at Billy's shop, but I think he might have just designed happenstance the logo for the channel. It's actually really, really cool. So he has some sort of design up top. Let's see if it's on his computer. We're just in there hanging out talking. Oh yeah, it's not on there fully, but he has it set up to where it's looking like this would possibly go on the front of the bus. So it kind of goes at an angle there, and that's obviously the front of the rig. It's gonna look really cool. He drew this up maybe in about an hour or so, I'd say. Use that. What we got there, Billy?
Cool off-grid Skoolie logo. Pop out some of these. This here. Do a big cleanup. Oh, wow. Get down.
That's awesome, man.
That's your bus.
Let's go on the front of the bus.
You're putting your bus on your bus?
Yeah, man. That's the official logo.
That's a picture of your bus on your bus. That's like hanging a picture of yourself above your bed.
Well, sometimes it's warranted, right?
That's half alright.
That's awesome, man.
That's pretty cool.
Well, like I was telling Billy, I didn't have an official logo for the off-grid Skoolie, and I think he just designed it.
Polished up a little bit more, but it's pretty good. It looks like this is stainless. Like A4 brush stainless.
That might have to go on the interior.
Yeah, sucker, dude. Ooh, damn.
You're a pro, sir.
Throw something, dude. Oh, this is it.
That's amazing.